In this video, we're going to talk through 5 things that filmmakers really need, starting with a 24-70. We're taking the camera as a given here, but a 24-70 lens is a fantastic choice and will allow you to shoot most scenarios that you need to capture. It can allow you to shoot wides, mediums and tight shots all with one lens, and also is fantastic for that documentary style coverage where you're reacting on the spot when your subject is moving close and far away. For a long time, we'd relied on just prime lenses, and we still use them a lot in our filmmaking, but a 24-70 is a really fantastic investment that we've made, and it's a lens that gets used on every project that we film. In the past, we've used the Canon and Sony options, and they're both fantastic lenses. Secondly, a great tripod. Now, a tripod is the easiest way to elevate your footage from those shaky handheld shots that we all start out doing when we're early on in our careers. And there's one tripod that we'd recommend above the others, that's the Sackler Flowtech. Now, it is one of the more expensive options, but there's very good reason for it to be so. Firstly, because of its build quality. It's lightweight carbon fibre, so it's tough, but it's also incredibly light and easy to move around when you're on set. And secondly, how quickly it allows you to work. It has a system where you simply lift up the 3 red flaps, and you can move the tripod up or down really quickly and get your camera set up and ready to go. It's an incredible investment. Once you've used one, you'll be unlikely to ever want to go back to another brand of tripod again. We created this video with the advice that we'd want to give to our younger selves, and if we were back thinking what equipment to invest in at the start of our career. If you are also early on in your career and you're wanting to create professional filmmaking and photography content, then head on over to our school community. There's extensive workshops there, not only on how to make more professional looking content, but also how to progress your career and elevate your productions. Thirdly is a good shotgun mic, and also a windshield for this as well. A good shotgun mic is one of those investments that you'll only need to buy once and it can last you decades. And even more importantly, having a windshield on it will allow you to film in every scenario, outdoors, indoors, and just make sure that your audio is usable. Lav mics are great and they should be used in the majority of situations as well, but having a great shotgun mic on top of your camera means that if you're working quickly in the run and gun style, which for most of us that's the reality day to day, if you position it correctly close to your subject, you can get a great source of audio without having the faff of needing to mic up every subject when they're changing coming in and out of interviews. When you're looking at which one to buy, have a think of what will fit best on top of your camera, and also think about the best windshield that's compact and light, but also strong enough to withstand the elements. This will then be a lightweight portable microphone that you can move between your camera and also boom if you need to for longer interviews. Number 4 is one good light. We talk about this a lot on this channel, but in reality, one good light is really all you need to get good lighting in the majority of scenarios. A powerful light with a big dome softbox most of the time can be your best solution. There's loads of different brands out there. You're going to want to think of what's best for your situation, and often the ones that are more compact and easy to use and easy to travel with can be the ones that you'll end up taking out on set. You're going to want to think in practical terms here. The bigger the softbox, the more flattering the light can be, but you're going to need to move it around, travel with it. So think of a softbox that's big enough that you can get great lighting, but also small enough that's practical to use on set. With a powerful light and a big softbox, the real work comes when thinking about how you're positioning your subject, how you're using the light, and what your background is. Once you've got a big powerful light and this dome softbox positioned correctly, the skill then becomes working with your background, working with your environment to position your subject in the best possible place to get a great looking shot. And number 5, lastly, is a great pair of headphones. Whether you're filming or editing, you're going to need a really good pair of headphones so you can properly hear what's going on in your film. And again, they're another item that if you invest in a good quality pair, they should hopefully last you for many, many years. There's no right or wrong when it comes to headphones, but ideally you're going to want something that helps you block out the background noise, whether that's in the edit suite or on set when you're filmmaking. Some people will choose to have those big over-ear headphones and they're great, but if you're using them for long periods of time, they can be bulky and they can get a bit hot as well. I've recently switched to using a pair of in-ear monitors. These are great as they block out the sound around you as well and put the sound right in your ear, and they're also lightweight and really easy to use, so I can use them for a full day without noticing they're there, and they don't disrupt us when we're moving around filming on set. So these were 5 essential things every filmmaker should consider in the early stages of their career. Anything that you think we've missed, let us know in the comments below.